Great morning, everyone. We know this Supreme Court, the Scotus, has gone off the rails in doing everything they can to support Trump, okay? And then making the president like the king. Well, they know that Biden is a law-abiding man, so they feel secure that they can do what they can do, and Biden won't take advantage of that, doing something underhanded, okay? So what's going on? AOC said, we're not taking this lying down. When they get back from their timeout, whatever you want to call it, that she wants to introduce articles of impeachment against Scotus, okay? So I pulled the cards to see what it's saying about that. So the first thing out above it all is just their, now when I see this, and when it comes to Scotus, that they are large and proud, and this is something that's just, they think they're absolutely secure, okay? They think they're totally secure, that they rise above everyone and everything. So what we have, the foundation, is what's being eaten away. We have the history of it. They're looking at what the Scotus has been doing and their craftiness, the drama that they've got us embroiled in. And this is about protecting. Now, on the one hand, we have them trying to protect the criminal, and the other hand, in the positive, we want to say about protecting our justice. And what's crossing it is anchoring this in. So this is about looking at absolutely what Scotus is doing, how they think they've become the highest thing in the land. Nobody can touch them. And they've been eating away at the justice system. And really, so she's going in and going to do these articles of impeachment, which is good. So what's the energy with our tarot coming into it? She's not taking it lying down. They're charging forward. So what's going on right now? I think this has to do, at this moment, they're on hiatus. So at this second, they can't do anything today. But when they get back, they are pursuing this right away. Because what this is revolving around is what's being built. At the center of this is what the Scotus, the uber right, what they're trying to build, okay? Because the challenge is what? The MAGA clan, with an outcome being witnessing, okay? They're going to come out, they're going to do articles of impeachment, they're going to go talk about this, because on one side of it we have, of course, the uber right, the Repugly Uglies, the uber right, and on the other side of it, what's being offered by them. What's crossing all of this is justice, and where this is going. Where this is going is what's crossing it, and what's underneath of it all is the Justice Department. So they're looking at what the uber right has been giving and offering up to the Justice Department in their bribes, etc., what they've been trying to build, where this is going, where all this is going. And so the Democrats coming back want to take swift action. When it comes to the MAGA-tonians, the uber right, and they're going to stand up and witness about what's taking place in this, within this Scotus, within Scotus. So let's go ahead, and this is going into this. On one side of it, we have what? The uber right. So let's start that as our main point, focus going into this, the uber right. And I think all of this is in alignment with their, what is it, the 25 that they want to try to bring in to create a absolute, like a monarchy, Of course, Trump is running with this now like insanity, but our starting point energy coming into this is going to be the uber right. Their secrets, what they've been doing behind the scenes. Now we have the uber right, the, what's the name of them? The justices. And then they have another one that's like a uber right Christian thing that's under it as well. So all of that stuff that's going on with it. The challenge is what's being offered up, what they're sharing. This toxic blend of things that are being shared by these wealthy ones. And the outcome is trying to distance themselves, walk away. They keep trying to do this behind the scenes. We'll have to look at the secrets that they're keeping as well. When we come to democracy, Biden democracy, again, they don't want democracy. They want to close it down. They have ones like Bannon, the anarchists, at the center of it. Of course, they want to kill democracy. This is what it's saying. We don't want to see it. We don't want to hear it. It's not benefiting us. And what's crossing it is the choices they've been making. Underneath of it all is the burden. Okay? We want to have total control and power. We don't want to be burdened by democracy. Okay? We don't want to have to follow the same laws that everybody else does. We have the anarchists like and Stephen Miller and all of those. We don't want anybody coming into this country, okay? Unless we can enslave them. If we can make them slaves, then great, let them in. Other than that, we don't want these people in here. And so again, they're trying to walk away from democracy and create something else. Just horrid, horrid, horrid. So let's go ahead and look at the secret. We're going to start here with our energy coming in and look at their secrets. What can you tell me about the secrets that these guys are doing? Oh, the Heritage Foundation is the name of one of them. And then I forget what the name is for the judges, and they're infiltrating all of the lawyers, the schools and everything, and it's the uber right. I forget what they're, the Federalist Society, okay? So those two have been far, far right and are trying to infiltrate everything and skew it to this ideology, which just favors the ultra wealthy. That's it, okay? For them to have absolute control over everything. Women's productive rights, everything, they want to be able to control it all. So coming into it, the energy is their secrets, above it about a victory. They are on their way, and they think that they are becoming victorious. In this moment, they say, we're ahead, we've got a victory on the way, okay? The challenge is the burden of this, okay? The action, what are we going to do? The outcome, the wheel is turning. It's up to us what we do with this. But the secret is that they think they have a victory in sight. Okay? So on one side of it, we have a tower moment. Now, is this going to be a tower moment for our country? Or is it going to be a tower moment for the uber right? On the other side of it, we have the fishtails, the lies, what they're feeding the people. Now, I know, driving across the U.S., I remember there were no stations for the left. All I heard driving across, now this was a number of years ago, but I'm sure it hasn't changed that much, was this uber right. That's all I heard on the radio, the uber right, just continuing to put out their spin and their drama along the way. That's all I heard. Again, and I was concerned at that point. That was quite a number of years ago, maybe 10 years ago, that all I was hearing was this far right, whether it was on religious stations, whether it was political stations. You couldn't find anything balanced out there. So it's just people being brainwashed daily with this stuff, trying to tear down America, trying to tear everything down. So what we have, of course, in the center of it revolves the narcissists, these ones like Trump, okay, and to get a victory for him. Okay, what's crossing it is balance, juggling this stuff underneath of it. They want to, again, overturn everything, hang it up, and hang it up, yeah. And they think they have a victory in sight, okay? They think they have a victory in sight, that we are in crash and burn, crash and burn mode, okay, with what they're offering up, that people are buying into it, okay? So that's their plan. Their plan is this secret plan they've had for a long time that they have been implementing step by step by step. Okay. So let's go ahead. I want to look at the victory, that they are assured coming into it that they have a victory. Okay. They say at this time it's looking good. We've got the Federalist Society. We've got Heritage Foundation. We have these uber right preachers that are putting Trump on a pedestal. Okay. We have ones like Bannon that are out there. Anarchists, tear down America, don't trust it. We've got QAnon saying it's all a deep state thing. You're all being railroaded. We have Stephen Miller out there saying the ones, oh my God, be afraid of migrants, be afraid of anybody coming into this country. They're going to take your jobs. They're all murderers. They're all killers. They're all crazy. And this is, what they've been inundating society with. But let's look and see about their supposed victory, which they are quite assured of at the moment. Okay, they're not hearing anything, maybe not taking something in. We need to, on one side of it, they think they're assured of a victory. Okay, they're closed off from anything else. On the other side of the coin with that, we look at that and we need to be aware and not be closed off. We need to really look at what's taking place, being open to seeing what is taking place. The challenge is moving this forward. Okay, charging forward, taking this action, continuing to have this action with an outcome of their, again, propping themselves up. It's all for the wealthy. Excuse me. So on one side of it, we have the witnessing of this, the people that are out there talking about what's going on. The other side is about them trying to hold on to this power, create this power structure through the courts, through the religious persuasions, etc. At the center of it, putting this mental ideations out there that they've got. What's crossing it is, again, tying up people mentally. Underneath of it all, when it comes to our rules, our laws, our regulations about America with the messages they're putting out, okay? We have this in place where we are inundating people with our drama to try to what? Hamstring them mentally. Now with 2025, they want to come in, they want to do away with, and what they've been doing as well is dumbing down education. They're not teaching the real history in the schools. They're dumbing people down. Kids don't even know how to write cursive. They don't know how to fill out an envelope. They don't know how, they don't know anything about geography. I saw them asking kids on the street questions. I mean, minimal stuff they couldn't answer. They don't know how to count back change. They have been working consistently to dumb down the education system. They want to get rid of the education system. Okay? Like Trump says, and he makes no bones about it. I like the ignorant people. I love ignorant people. Okay? People that don't know history. If you don't know history, you're bound to repeat it again because you'll get caught in those same traps. So let's look and see what can we do about this. So what can we do about this? You know, they think they've got victory in sight. And that's a falling point for them. When they're so assured that they've got a victory in sight, you make mistakes, okay? So let's see, what can we do about this? What can you tell us? What can be done about this to change it? So first thing we have, friend, looking up, being aware. The people need to be aware, okay? People need to get in alignment when it comes to democracy, understand the history, okay? Again, the friends looking towards history, looking toward other people, putting out a message, understanding the message of this to go forward. Okay, so understand the history. We need to come together as a people. What it says, friend and friend, we need to, and the people, we need to pull together, understand the history, put out the message, and not turn our back on history, but be willing to go forward. We need to go forward with this. It's saying you really need to come together as a people and explain it. Come out with what they're doing, the history of the far right, what they're doing, how they're trying to set this up, and put the information out there, okay? We need to get the information out there about how they have been brainwashing people for so many years. Okay, so the energy of it coming in, it's a tower moment. We need to look at this stuff that they're trying to tear down, anarchist, crash and burn mode. We need to look at it seriously. Above it, it's a struggle, okay? It's difficult, but we need to continue the struggle. We need to continue to fight through it, okay? The challenge is being strong enough. We need to gain strength. We need to continue to be willing to fight the good fight. The outcome of this is holding on to power, taking power. looking at what's happening. Don't be an ostrich with your head in the sand. Okay? So on one side of this, get the top card, is the history. Again, we need to be apprised of the history, how this is going. On the other side, we need to understand what they're trying to build, how they're trying to build. Again, at the center of it, look at the toxicity that's there, where this is coming from, the negative elements this is coming from. Okay, what's crossing it is this strong-armed tactic. Strong arm. Now on the negative, it's their strong arm. On the positive, we need to have strong mental attitude against this toxicity. Understand what it is. Okay. Underneath of it, we have with them trying to tie everything up. Okay. When it comes to, and we need to look at the ideations that are being put out, okay? The ideations. We need to get out there and talk. We need to put this out there. We need to start putting more of this out there about how they're trying to dumb down, how they're trying to railroad people, confine them with what they're doing, okay? We need to speak out about these anarchists, about this toxicity, about this strongman attempting takeovers. We need to talk about the history and how this is being built, how they're putting this together, about the anarchy that they're trying to put into place. We need to continue to do the fight. It's not easy, it's a struggle, but you've got to power through. Because the challenge is staying strong when it comes to holding on to power. Okay, so that's the note today. We need to power through. We need to be strong. We need to really educate people, and we need to hold together. We cannot turn a blind eye. Okay. It's saying absolutely we need to put the message out. We need to look at the history, educate people as to what these uber right are doing and how they've set this up over the years. This has been a long, long time in motion. It didn't come in with Trump. Trump is just an icon that they're using at this point in time. He fits the bill for what they want to get in. But it's not just Trump, okay? We've got Scotus, the uber right. We've got the Federalist judges, the Federalist Society. We have the Heritage Foundation. We have so many of those other uber right things that are all pulling together to think they've got an assured victory in taking down America, okay? Well, they don't, okay? We are still we the people, and we can still turn this around, but we need to be educated. We need to be smart. We need to continue to sound the clarion call and hold together and not buy into their drama. We need to understand it and fight against it. So on that note, I'll leave that here. We'll see you online.